pleasure for me to once again be witnessing yet another job fair arising from the collaboration between the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations and the Ghana German Job Center. I'm happy that modest collaboration, which started with the signing of a memorandum of understanding late last year, is resulting in this milestone that seek to modernize and to give hope to the management of the labor market in Ghana. Your Excellency, this government has put the creation of decent jobs at the center of its national development agenda. It is because unemployment of particularly the youth is of great concern in developing countries. The situation has resulted in unprecedented levels of illegal migration and thousands of needless deaths on the high seas, sometimes in the desert. We may all have also watched the CNN documentary on the auctioning of able-bodied youth in Libya and the global outcry this generated. Indeed, it can be said that unemployment among the youth was a catalyst for the Arab Spring, which saw the collapse of governments in North Africa. We will not sit aloof, but will find solutions to this unpleasant development concerning the youth. We in Ghana, indeed, are no exception. The problem was portrayed most forcefully when some security agencies of our dear nation advertised for recruitment. Ladies and gentlemen, you will bear with me that we were all amazed at the sheer numbers of graduates who queued up for consideration. It became a wake-up call for something drastic to be done. Distinguished invited guests, the government rose up to the challenge and began putting in place measures to create decent job opportunities for the youth. I have no doubt we have all heard of the NAPCO program, which saw the engagement of close to 100,000 graduates last year in different sectors of the economy. We also have the other flagship initiatives, YEA, the Youth Entrepreneurship Development, among others. These apart, we have the likes of One District, One Factory and Planting for Food and Jobs and Export. Others, including the creation of a whole ministry for special development initiatives, etc., where stimulus packages have also been introduced and import duties revised downwards to strengthen the private sector and ultimately creating decent jobs for the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also important to realize that there are times when unemployment is not because the jobs are not available. Sometimes there appears to be a disconnect between employers and job seekers. Many job seekers can remain unemployed principally because they lack information about available opportunities which require their knowledge and skill sets. There is therefore the need to create fora that bring together job seekers and potential employers, such as what we are witnessing today. This is why the collaboration between the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations and our partners, the GIZ, focused on employment promotion through job matching, vocational counseling and guidance remain relevant and worth acknowledging. The maiden job fair organized in 2018 at the Accra International Conference Center was meant to mark the beginning of job fairs in Ghana. Last year, the ministry, through the Ghana German Job Center, was able to place just over 100 job seekers in vacancies, which were declared by participating corporate bodies. This year, we are targeting that over 1,000 job seekers will be placed in decent jobs after engaging with employers participating in this fair. Mr. Chairman, His Excellency, linking job seekers to potential employers is critical for the promotion of social inclusion and the elimination of information asymmetry in the labor market. It is an intervention commonly found in countries all over the world. It's an integral part of the functions of the ministry in Ghana. However, over the years, logistics and capacity challenges have made it very difficult for the Labor Department under the ministry to perform this function as effectively as expected. This is why the ministry is making conscious efforts to build the institutional and human resource capacity of the department to make it more effective in the execution of its mandate. In line with the MOU signed with the GIZ and the European Union, we look forward to revamping the public employment centers across the country so that the job canvassing and job matching are projected to appreciable levels. It is envisaged that over 27 public employment centers will be revamped across the country to operate at full capacity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is against this background that the ministry is committed to ensuring that our collaboration works and that employment promotion takes its rightful place in the affairs of the Employment and Labor Relations Ministry. I am optimistic that when we are able to create better employment opportunities with decent work conditions, our youth would not take the risk of putting their lives in danger by traveling through unapproved routes in search of greener pastures. They will be willing to stay home and contribute to national development agenda. It is our expectation that the interaction between job seekers and employers on this platform would generate information about the labor market that would alert training institutions to skill demands of industry. We need to ensure that the demands of industry inform the kinds of knowledge and skills produced by our training institutions. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end this address by expressing profound gratitude to the German government and GIZ for their collaboration in this regard. I have no doubt that there are other areas in which we could collaborate further, and we count on your cooperation to enable us to even do more. I also want to thank the participating companies for making available their vacancies and accepting to meet job seekers on this platform. To the job seekers, I want to encourage you to be committed and hardworking. This will enable you to contribute to greater productivity in your respective companies if you get recruited. Never forget that it is the contributions we make at the enterprise level that aggregate to national economic growth. When we give off our best, the companies are able to expand, pay better salaries, and then hire more workers. When we fail to do this, businesses collapse and we all lose. It is the hope of the ministry and the hope of His Excellency the President that the young Ghanaians who shall see smiles on their faces today would stay on the jobs, sustain them, and contribute to the GDP. Thank you, and I wish you all successful job fair. Thank you.